Energy have gone for a 5-man stack, but this round it won't be too much of a problem. They do have that nade stack, however, and those are going to get tossed in. Although it doesn't really do that much damage. Captain finding 1 kill, looking for a second. Also, we have that lurk coming out back over there, too, to the right of the big tree box, but they still shut it down. And, well, I don't even need a bomb plant. Optic just walk right through the B bomb site there. And Energy don't put up much of a contest. So, overall, in those first 3 rounds, Energy only managed to pick up 4 kills out of a possible 15. Not the greatest start for them. But of course, things are only just beginning now on this second map. And we have the gun investment rolling in, including the op on Peter. Where things could change drastically, of course, if he shows up to the party, along with us seeing that good performance from Fugly carrying over from Cash. But Optic are again going to start to lurk out pretty quickly here towards the broken wall positions on the B-bomb site. Definitely not keeping the bomb with them just as of yet. They've actually got the bomb way outside by the middle area there at the moment, but it will be rejoining the main group of the team in just a second. As Mixwell's down at 70 HP, does take some heat early on from the grenades, but ends up pulling away there. And now, Leggy and the rest of these guys are still posted up on the side. It's a 4-man stack, and I mean, not only this too, but they've got Peter kind of acting as the early warning system. If there's any pressure at all along, he can call for that. They can get players like Fug that are rotating him pretty quickly. The only area they didn't really have watchful eyes on would be that mid connector, which is why you have Fugly looking towards it at this point too. But Optic, in all honesty, just making a whole lot of noise early on in the round, not actually committing to anything just yet. They will need to do this soon, though, with a minute left on the clock, and I'm something a bit unsure. They started off with drop, rush going inside of there. But it's the passive style from Energy. They haven't actually moved in there just yet. We can see, too, Fugly kind of posting himself back down just outside of drop, and in we go. Finally, the execute begins. Tarek finding a first kill. They blind Leggy. Tarek with a nice second pickup, and he's even going to go for a third. Finds it. But Mixwell also helping out there a bit too. They clear out the site very fast. Peter can't even attempt to rotate because that site is just absolutely destroyed so quickly by Optic. And now he has to pull back and hide inside a suicide here, looking for a save heading into that next round. And Optic even know he's going to go for this too. They're already funneling out too to move over to hunt him down. So they want to try and drop that gun, prevent Energy from really having anything of substance going into it. And so that Optic can take a good lead. This was a complete buyout from Energy, so there's absolutely not going to be any cash, even with the 4th round losing bonus coming in. He is going to have to be cautious, too, of his own flank at a moment here. The players are moving in from the halls, but you can hear Stanislaw creeping up, getting closer and closer. Tries to catch him on the jump, but misses it. Now he's stuck inside, tries to go for the shotgun frag, but it won't find it. Stanislaw takes him out of the party, and with that, no saves at all. Nicely played by Stan, baiting out the shot, and even the second shot missing, too. A bit unfortunate, but still favors the guys from Energy, or apologies, favors the guys from Optic, as they'll continue to build up their own cash flow, and Energy will go on to an eco. They will risk again with the 4 stack over here, only sending Fugly in the direction of the A site to hold just in the area around the mid connector. Holding a tight angle to see if he can catch any players looking to move out, but that Molotov does force him back once again. As they wait for the impending execute. He even gets some support up top there too from Peter, but yeah, the guys are smart. There's no reason to push against this since they know it's probably going to be an eco on this round. Just play it slow, run them the time once again, and slowly look for a way into the site. Catch any of that extra aggression, take down any of those extra players that you can find early in the round, and with that, you'll have yourselves nice to work with. Mixwell. So just trying to molly out players that may be stuck down below here, but there's none in check. Leggy with a deagle tries to find a first frag, but cannot get it. Naf is going to be able to take him down. Peter, though, moves in for a quick trade, retrieves the MAC-10. Now more pressure starting to funnel back out here. Mixwell, armed with a pistol, still just dominating the playing field over here by the statue. And Rush also picking up 2 kills as well. As for another quick end of that, they do lose Tarek and Naf along the way. Close encounters does still net some kills over to Energy, but ultimately it is a 5th round for Optic. And this leads us into another gun round. The first full gun round, I guess you could say, from Energy. They were a bit light on utility back on the last one. This time, obviously, no more excuses for them. They end up dropping this one. It's going to be all on them. We're all on Optic's prowess. Try and close out these matches still as they're kind of just barnstorming through it here. And it's going to be the early split, but we've actually got a lot more active defense thrown over here from Energy too. And well, it looked like the start of something good until Stanislaw just decides to spray inside. Not only that too, but Mixwell finds a kill close to the B-bomb site. Doesn't last long though, tries to drop down towards Broken, and that's where Leggy is going to catch the trade. It's not coming onto this site though. It is going to be a play over here towards A. Fugly has managed to hold himself at the very least at the edge of A long, so they've got this flank lined up for a few seconds later. But even so with that, unless he goes down suicide, Rush still can counter-flank it in just a few seconds here. He's looking all over the place at the moment. Not really sure if he's going to try to catch anything with that, but still. As Energy now line up, it does appear as though they're going for this, but there we go. They can hear the nades being tossed out too, and that's a perfect pod flash. Got B. Can't do anything about that at all. Fugly's trying to push out here too. Lucky that at least caught the trade on the nap, but now he's alone on this site. He's just going to find one more kill before going down to Stanislaw. Optic now 6-0 against these guys. 2 gun rounds to none so far. Energy, obviously, if they do want to try to press their luck, they could go for it again, but judging from GobB's past and the way that he's led this team, it probably will not be the case. They are just going to half buy down to about the 2K mark. So they're going to push their way out. Again, very direct on Optic's side. Moving away from the slower pace play on the Ecos here, maybe expecting something a bit more aggressive this time. They want to try to get rid of that as quickly as possible. And well, they're off to a good start. tabseN goes down, as does Legia. GobB can't even peek, man. No luck for him. Just gets destroyed through the wall. Fugly and Peter already just boxed out of the site entirely. I mean, I would assume that they would try something here, but yeah, it's not going to go very well. Fugly is now the last man standing. He's going to try to just basically hold against guys that are pushing it against him, and he's got a good angle against Taric. But he can't get that headshot. Taric is going to take him down. Optic will find a 7th, and they've also got 2 guys at the beginning of this round that were at full money. 16K. So Optic are in a great position here, whereas Energy are still really looking to just get their feet onto the ground, and this would be the perfect time to see a pause come out, as they're sitting 7-0. Not really with a whole lot of impact thrown in there either, too. I mean, even the kills at this point is somewhat pitiful, and that's reflected in the money from Optic. Optic surviving almost every round with at least 3 players. Let's see, what's actually the lowest amount that they've had? Looks like the pistol round of 2. Doesn't look like there's anything worse than that. Well, round 6 also had 2 players in it too, but again, those are on gun rounds. Like the eco rounds that we're seeing, for the most part, are pretty clean from Optic's own end of things. They need to try and find a way to impact a little bit better on that, and obviously in these gun rounds too. And I mean, Optic's not even really doing anything that advanced. These are for the most part just direct takes. Not really trying to fake, not really trying to throw them off with nades at all here. Just very slow pushes into the sites, and it's working out brilliantly for them right now. So Energy is trying to figure things out here as we assume this is the tac pause. In all honesty, this is a lot of rebuilding to do, and not a whole lot of time to do it. There's a lot on the line, though. They want to take every chance they can get, and it'll be a quick pause, but they do move into it. Now the 8th round shall begin. And we'll see if Optic can continue their streak, or if they're going to change anything at all. So far, it's also been fairly direct from these guys up to this point. Energy at the same time are just going to go for a split. It's the 3-2 split, however. This is not the 4-man stack on B. At least initially it's not, but Fugly chasing that pretty quickly. He was moving up over there towards the edge of the mid connector and decided to fall away from that one. And now we have the rest of Energy stacked up on the B-bomb site here, waiting for Optic to move in, but they've tried this before as well, and it hasn't really gone all that well. So as they move in, Mixwell is actually going to be stuck in the corner initially there, but he peeks back out and finds 2 more to trade after tabseN finds that first kill. He even saves a teammate to shut down GobB on the 3rd pickup. Again, it's these huge individual plays, although they let Fugly push through. There was no one covering the bomb plant, and they actually just denied it. So Fugly moves in, grabs that kill. Mixwell actually finds another one, though. He's up to 4 on the cusp of an ace. It's just Peter